Welcome to another Unreal Foos tutorial. I wanted to show you a few passes in singles, a few sneaky passes from your goalie to your 3 or to your 5 or to your 3 bar. And my buddy Brandon Johnson requested this tutorial or this video, so here's some of the ones I do in singles. When you want to catch somebody off guard, especially during transition, when the ball goes here, you make a block or somebody shoots it and you recover the ball in your goalie area, you can go quickly, set up your zone or lift your guys, and while the other guy is setting up their zone, you can, and you're doing this back and forth motion like you're going to set up for a shot, you can go here and then do that pass. And it's better just to do it along the wall, like that. So this one's very important that you're fast enough to brush the ball down and then move your hand from the 2 bar to the 5 bar to catch it, because your 5 bar is up and you just go catch it. So practice doing this motion like that and then catching it. That's a real good sneaky pass to advance the ball up to the 5 if you've been passing well. So always keep that in mind as well. If you're passing well, then you might want to pass the ball there as opposed to trying to shoot the ball. So if you're having really good success with your 5, it's always good to just pass there. Also, you can have it go all the way down to the 3 bar like that. So you gotta move there. So that's two really cool options. The other one sometimes I use is if I'm here. This one works if you have a good 2 bar and you establish some shots. People sometimes will either move to the back or they will have one hand on the 3 bar and one hand on either the 2 or the goalie, whichever one it is. So they'll leave the 5 bar stationary, so you can read a lot of things off of this. So if, for example, I'm setting up for a shot and they're not moving the 5 bar, they move their hand off the 5 bar, sometimes I can just do that as well. I set it from there, like I'm threatening to shoot, I can just do that little brush down. It's a little brush like that. So you gotta be, you can do it as quick as you practice it. It has to have some good speed that it doesn't allow the defender to jump up to the 5 and block it. But most of that, you can move the ball. You can move the ball back and forth so that they don't commit to coming up here, that they're still afraid down there and they're moving the goalie, and then they leave that. So that's another good pass. The other one is if they are here and the goalies are not moving, then you're here and you want to go up against the wall, up against the back wall, and pick it up. And that's, for me, I position my guys up, and I gotta be fast enough to just get up here and move the guy down and then catch the ball. Another variation of that is if you're moving, usually this angle will be there like that as well. So if you're moving your guys this, well, actually, so it's an angle where it goes right through those 2 guys. So if people are sort of moving towards the wall, they'll leave you that. So it can either be stationary, or if you're moving here off the back wall, you get that pass. Sometimes if you set up for a shot, and again they're moving like that, and you're here, also you go off the back wall. Obviously it has to be a little bit faster, and or some people are sort of lazy that they don't move back. Some people are fast, so they might be able to catch that off the back wall. So if you do it a little bit faster, you can catch it. The other one I like is off this 2 bar. If you've already scored and it's opening it up, and they're more worried about blocking anything here in the middle, sometimes I do a pass like this. This one's a little bit. This one you have to be moving up, so it's a legal pass like that. So it's basically you're passing from the 2 to the 5, but from this goalie stand. So something obviously has to be quicker. So it's like that. And this is a harder one, just because you have to be very quick at moving your hand to the handle to catch the ball. Like that. So that's another sneaky pass. You can do it as well down here, but you might give it away if you move your 5R down here. But you may also be quick enough to catch it like that. And usually doing it with a little bit of a bank, like where you go like that, just to get it so that the ball can be caught over here as opposed to over there. But either way, it's a tough one, just because you have to be so quick at moving it, and it works best up here since your 5R is up against this wall. So that's another one. Other passes, same thing. If I'm sitting here and they don't have their hand on the 5R, you're just reading this guy. You do that and you catch it yourself. So this is almost like a doubles pass, but you have to do it at the speed that you can get up here and grab that handle. So like that. There's other passes. Sometimes I do a pass like this, where if my guy may be down like that, and just naturally, because I was playing here, it's down and they're not, they're sort of moving around, and then when I have the ball here, I just do a pass, and I don't really have to do anything. This just kind of hits the guy, and hopefully it stops there. But if I'm quick enough, I can also get over here and make sure that it doesn't bounce back or anything like that. There's some other passes, maybe some angles, some ones that I usually do. I'll set up right here, and I'll go to this position where I'm doing it with my left. I'm doing this pass with my left hand on the 2-rod, and it'll just be a bank like that. So assuming that this guy will be on the wall, so I'll do something like that, so a little bit faster, and then I'll catch it with that middle guy, or I'm just ready to catch something like that. But obviously I have to do it faster. If I were to do it real time, I'd go set up like that and try to catch that pass like that. So it sort of works when people are afraid of that. So you kind of have to work it. It's not easy to get it through there, but it will get through there, and it's another option that you have. And and if you are able to get this pass, because typically, if I were to just hit it, let me see, like that. That's the speed that I'd want to do it. If I'm able to do that, then people kind of start, maybe reacting to that, to maybe the angle, and then they'll leave you. At this point, if you're sort of faking that, then they leave you basically that little brush right here, a stationary brush to your middle guy. So you basically want to get it right through there. So your guy should only move. I'm moving it a little too much. It should just be able to go a little bit right there. Well, I really got to practice this myself, but I usually do those passes, when I'm. Sometimes I just do them just to do them, because it'll catch somebody off guard, But so that's also the other thing you can do, is you set up somewhere and you look at what's open. At this point is, if somebody's worried about that, or if you do that pass and now they're trying to block that, and now you have maybe something right there. So you always look at the angles, brush angles, maybe some banks, but the majority of the time, like I said, it's going to be the ones that I just went over. That's the most popular one. So those are the ones I can think of. I've seen other people do other ones that are pretty cool. When you're moving here like that, and then you go get it. That's a doubles pass too. In doubles, that's a pass that's common, but in singles, it can be done as well. So and then another one is. The same thing here, and this one has to be quick. Usually when you first get it, and you got to go right through the middle, so it's a little bit deeper than that. So you set up right here. is a really cool pass. Like that, and you catch it with your middle guy. This is an awesome pass that I learned from my buddy Dana Marr. So that's another pass that you can do. So a lot of creativity goes into these things, but sometimes they're really helpful to catch somebody off guard. So let me know if that helps. Thanks.